Okay. What was that line he was just singing? God, you alone know. You alone know. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Engage Your Drive Time Entertainment and Lifestyle Choice on the family station Love 101. Thank you. I'm Nadine Blair, and Paul said it. Yeah, in today's world, we need to be on guard. Temptation, spiritual attacks, immoral choices, constantly firm in faith. Have you ever seen it like this, Giovanni? It's like the weirdest. It's just, well, it is written.
I don't know, some crazy things are going on.
Some really crazy. I was reading some news this morning, and they were saying that the pox,
monkeypox,
there,
yeah,
some people in Africa are saying it's very strange that it just appearing
out of
nowhere in these people that have never traveled to anywhere that have monkey or pox or whatever,
like
kind of.
I don't know. And then we lost 8 teachers this week
in just like that. No joke. No, it's not serious. Things are happening.
Awesome.
So I don't know. All the more for us to just live ready, live the best life that you can.
Yeah.
Kirk Franklin has a song that says, "Right before you die." And I'm not being morbid, but the point was so powerful in the song. Right before you die, you gotta live.
Yeah.
Live your best life. Live like, this is it. So what can I do today?
Like
How can it's your last chance to make it better.
Yeah.
Make it better with somebody, make it better for you or your family, or do it now. Yeah, do it afraid. I like that saying. First time I heard it, I was like,
do it afraid.
Yeah.
Do it afraid.
Do it afraid.
Do it afraid.
So some people are afraid to go and do, I don't know, may not doing no jumpy. You ever see these things now? They have it on TikTok and Instagram. This big swing song. I don't know how long it's been, but I'm just seeing it. So it's like that's my word, swing, like a big swing.
Right.
So you
go off the
you
mountain.
go on it and you sit in this chair. It's like a ride,
right?
And then it pushes you out like a little bit, and then it just drop you, and it drop in a one gully, and you just swing out the stuff. And I'm like, y'all.
Some people like the rush.
I'm very happy. I get a rush watching that. That's all the rush.
People live on that,
No, sir.
Some people live on the edge.
Listen, I went to a hotel.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it now. Oh, I just did. Anyway, so they have this. You climb up on this thing, and then you go, and you're supposed to. They put a thing around you. And they have a net. Yes, the net is there, but listen, I don't want to go. I was just climbing to see. Giovanni, when them let me go, when them let me go,
you drop.
Well, you kind of swing. My heart dropped.
That's what I mean.
But when I came down, the guy said, "You're Christian because it's pure Jesus, help Jesus." I don't know, man. I don't know. But it takes a lot of courage, and as Paul is saying, spiritual attacks, immoral choices constantly bombard us, and this is all the more reason for us to stand firm in faith. We need to dig in and hang on, and that takes a lot of courage. And just don't go on it swing. If you know you're not gonna make it,
just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Even when we don't know where courage will come from, we have to be strong, but not strong in our own power. We need to lean on the power of the Holy Spirit. He's our strength. And finally, the best advice that Paul gives us is that we should do everything with love. Whole lot of love. God is love, and if we want to do his will, we can be sure it has something to do with love. The story now about Chang, whose body was found, and all these young men who just wanted money. They just wanted money. Then you mean to tell me, say you could ask the man for money, and then if he said no, you just, I don't know, put on something on your face and then take the money.
That's the little boy?
The little young people, and 5, 6, so many of them. And just, you don't have to kill the man. So they kill him because they say they saw his face. People just, I don't know.
We're lost for words.
It's my friend would say too much, I know.
Too much.
Too much. Yeah.
We turn into something else.
Yeah.
You get no break.
Mm-mm.
You have to catch your breath.
It's a little too much here.
It's a little too much.
Little too much.
No.
But it is written, and it is what, unfortunately, the word of God says in the last days, all these things are going to happen. And will it get worse?
You know, when they
Just
say
might.
it is written, mention love, leave my bread alone.
Oh, well, that is written too. But in the message I was listening to from, what's his name? Selman, and he was just saying,
It is written.
whatever is written, it went to happen.
Yeah.
So it says, it is written that in the last days, perilous times shall come. What's happening? Perilous times are here. Men shall be lovers of themselves. There are rumors of war. Putin.
Vladimir.
Hello. So it's on, folks. It's on.
It
So just
is.
ask God for help and then stop and visualize Him doing that very thing, helping you. All right. Coming up in the program today, E updates Jodie Ann Pantry's back on her feet again. Yeah. New single, Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin set to drop collab single. Did you see that video with him? It was Kirk, what's his name? That young man with the beard and the deep voice. And
Dante.
no, the other one.
Chadwick. Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler.
One of them. Because I mix them up. I'm sorry. I'm not with it that much. And the guy who does Family Feud.
Steve
Harvey. Yeah, they're having fun. CeCe Winan leads the 2022 Stellar Awards nominations. Yeah, with the 9 nods. Go. Sherwayne takes over Your World of Music. This is NKG Drive Time Entertainment and Lifestyle Choice on the Family Station. We'll be back in just a mo.
Connect with Brata! Theater Kia! Enjoy all your favorite apps and more on Jamaica's fastest network. Activate the Prime Brata bundle for as low as $175 by dialing *147 number sign from your Digicel phone or in the My Digicel app. Connect!
All right, connect with Brata. Digicel Prime Brata. Theater Kia.
This is a special announcement from Love 101 and Love Television. Our general offices will be closed to the public on Labor Day, Monday, May 23, 2022, and will reopen on Tuesday, May 24, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. Programs and commercials for the period Saturday, May 21 through to Tuesday, May 24, 2022 should be submitted by 9 a.m. on Friday, May 20, 2022, and obituaries and notices by 10 a.m. on the same day to ensure scheduling for broadcast. Love 101 and Love Television wish for you and yours a peaceful Labor Day.
Many of our brothers and sisters lose hope when diagnosed with HIV. Some lose their will to continue being a part of society. Others are despaired by the challenges of keeping up with their treatment. We understand. But remember, people with HIV live normal and progressive lives every day. You can too if you get back on track with your HIV treatment. Live for you, live for someone, live for something.
Get back on track. Get back to life.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness invites members of the public.
Prepare for the future with over 3 million in cash and prizes with Tang. From May 9th to July 30th, a chance to win monthly prizes of laptops, tablets, smart savings accounts, school supplies voucher, grand draw on August 17th. First place $1 million, second place $500,000, third place $250,000. Buy any 6-pack of Tang for a chance to win. Upload receipts at tangpromotion.com. Drop in supermarkets or mail PO Box 2010 CSO.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness invites members of the public to attend the vaccination site Saturday, May 21, Sunday, May 22, to receive their first, second, or booster dose of the AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Sinopharm, or Johnson & Johnson vaccine for persons 18 years and older. Jamaicans 12 years and older will also be offered the first or second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Here are the sites for Saturday, May 21. St. Thomas Morant Bay Health Center, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Kingston and St. Andrew, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. St. Joseph's Hospital, Dehaney Park Health Center, Fontana Pharmacy, Barbican and Waterloo, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Health Plus Associates, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Bethel Baptist Church, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Erudite Medical Center, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. MedStop Medical, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In St. Catherine, Greater Portmore Health Center, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Online Medics, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. In St. James, Montego Bay Comprehensive Health Center, Type 5, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Here are the sites for Sunday, May 22. St. Catherine, Online Medics, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Kingston and St. Andrew, Sunrise Health Center, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Winchester Medical and Surgical, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Health Plus Associates, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Persons should take their vaccination card, a government-issued ID, or letter from a justice of the peace to the sites. Let's get vaccinated and get back to life. Okay, if you're just joining us, you're tuned in to Engage, and it's time for our E-Updates. Singer Jodie Ann Pantry is a survivor. OMG, she said she has been through a failed marriage and rises from the ashes with a cover of Michael Bolton's 1989 hit single, When I'm Back on My Feet Again. To be honest, my mind remained blank for months. It was my producer, Paul Patmore, who woke me up when he shared the song with me and told me, this song is for you. It's all you. I pressed play, and it was only tears after that and a lifted spirit, Pantry told the Jamaica Observer in that interview with them. The bird is no longer caged. Her broken wings have healed, and now she's flying. Now that I'm a single and happy woman, she continues, 3.5-year marriage was just a complex exam. I thought I had failed, but it turned out that I passed, and I'm now being promoted to a higher level in life with a great support system, she continued. She said the prayers from family and persons who love and care about her have helped with the healing process. She has also utilized self-love to move forward from the experience. When I'm Back on My Feet Again is produced by Paul Patmore and was released on April 24. Beautiful song.
We'll all be drying. Soon these eyes will see the sun. Might take time, but I'll see it. When I'm back on my feet again. When I'm back on my feet again, I'll walk proud down the street again, and they'll all look at me again, and they'll see that I'm strong.
Yeah, you girl, you sing that song, written by Diane Warren after the death of her father. When I'm Back on My Feet Again was a massive hit for American singer Michael Bolton. It topped multiple charts in Jamaica. It was also a success in Europe, hitting the top 40 in 7 countries, number 1 on the US Billboard Adult Contemporary chart, and number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1990. Grammy Award-winning worship music collective Maverick City music and gospel music icon Kirk Franklin have announced the release of their collaborative single set to arrive next week. I can't wait. I'm serious. I'm like, can you imagine? Lottie. Taking to social media, both artists shared a video teaser. We'll take it more than teaser, right? No, anyway, giving fans an early treat of the forthcoming single releasing soon. Oh, it's today's release. Tan Toddy. 5 hours of go. Let's hear what Kirk has to say. Come again, Kirk. It was released today, a few hours ago, and I'm sure that Uncle Siobhan is going to play that for you later on. Absolutely beautiful. I can't. Ooh, the song was captured during their first visit to Everglades Correctional Institution, ECI, in Florida in December 2021, as they led prison inmates in praise and worship. That's a long when you write song, you sit down and song and read. Like Kevin Downswell, his album, the song. Carry you, carry we, carry us. That is a part of an album that don't come out yet. It's before COVID. I can't do that. Like, God, give me a song. No, I'm singing it. Like, everybody listen. This is how it goes. Mary had a little. But anyways, if the Lord told him to do that, hey, go ahead. Ever wonder what heaven would sound like? Just listen to God's children at the Everglades Correctional Facility, Maverick City Music captioned. Recall, Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin are also set to embark on a Kingdom tour featuring special guests, Jonathan McReynolds and House Fires. I think that started, right? Produced by Live Nation and Undivided, the 37 city tour kicks off on June 1. I love the ad. Have you seen the ad? Oh, it is hilarious. No. You've got to find it. You have to find it. Like he comes in and they're there and he's like, do you like to tour? And they're like, we like to tour. It's like, you like to tour? We like to tour. And they're just there going on and on forever. Very cute. Very cute. So those of you in the US of A, I don't know if we can ask them to Jamaica. I don't know. Unity in the City. Hello, calling. Okay. Gospel music icon CeCe Winans dominated the 2022 Stellar Music Awards nominations. These were announced this month with a total of 9 nods. Girl, she's not just beautiful, but she can sing, and she's anointed. CeCe's nominations include Artist of the Year, Albertina Walker, Female Artist of the Year, Contemporary Female Artist of the Year, Producer of the Year, Song of the Year, Inspirational Single of the Year, Praise and Worship Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Praise and Worship Album of the Year, all for the works on her latest project, I Believe for It. Beautiful. Following Winans were Tamela Mann and Pastor Mike Jr. with 8 nods each, Jonathan McReynolds and Mali Music and Todd Delaney with 7, while Kelonte Gavin, what a young man full of vibes, and Maverick City with 5 nominations. For a full list of the 2022 Stellar Award nominees, please check out the link, stellarawards.com/2022 nominees. The 37th Annual Stellar Awards will take place on Saturday, July 16 in Atlanta. Well, that closes out our e-updates for today. You're tuned in to Engage, your drive time entertainment and lifestyle choice on the Family Station. Back in a moment.
The month of May is recognized as Child Month, and this weekend, Sports Talk will be honoring the theme with 2 individuals who are heavily involved with children in sports. Join us this Saturday, May 21 at 1 p.m., where we'll be joined by Andre Virtue, experienced youth football coach and director of Ballers Academy, and Nicole Grant Brown, president of the Jamaica Amateur Gymnastics Association. We'll discuss their work with children and youth over the years in their respective sports, the challenges they face, and what more can be done to help with their development. That's the Child Month edition of Sports Talk with me, Daniel Blake, this Saturday, May 21 from 1 to 2 p.m. with special guests Andre Virtue, director of Ballers Academy, and Nicole Grant Brown, president of the Jamaica Amateur Gymnastics Association, right here on Love 101, the Family Station. Sports Talk is brought to you by Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
Connect with Brata! Enjoy all your favorite apps and more on Jamaica's fastest network. Activate the Prime Brata bundle for as low as $175 by dialing *147 from your Digicel phone or in the My Digicel app.
All right, connect with Brata. Digicel Prime Brata. Data can.
Jamaica's gangs are like packs of rats. They live in filth and try and drag us all in there with rats, spreading the disease of violence and corruption everywhere. But like a pack of rats, they can be eliminated with your help. If you have information on gangs, call Crime Stop on 311. This message is brought to you by Crime Stop and their marketing partners, Lime and NCB.
Let us pray.
On Sunday, May 23 at 3 p.m., Love 101 will bring a recording of a special divine service and time of prayer by the First Vision Apostolic Ministries with host pastor Dr. Patricia Holness under the theme, Jesus to the Rescue. The service will be aired at 3 p.m. on Love 101 social media platforms and on the family station Love 101. It's time to pray.
To pray.
Well, if you're just tuning in, you're locked inside Engage. And Frederick Douglass once said, it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. That's a good statement there. Today we have Diane Gordon Harrison, the children advocate of Jamaica, and she's here to tell us how to teach our children to speak up if they're experiencing any form of abuse. Good afternoon, Diane. It will soon be evening. Hello, Diane. All right, we're going to try and see if we can get that sorted in a mo.
Hello?
Yes, okay, got you
yes,
now.
I'm hearing you now.
Awesome. Good afternoon, almost evening, Diane.
Yes, so very good wishes to you and your listeners.
So by next week when you're on the forum, we can almost say that you work here, you know?
It would seem that way.
It would seem that way.
With you.
We're looking forward to having you on the forum next Tuesday as we talk about missing children. But today we're focusing on encouraging children, teaching our children to speak up. Now, Jamaica's children have been cultured to be seen and not heard. Yeah. How do you think this is impacting our children now?
Well, first of all, let me say that there is a shifting of the tide. So generally, that is the approach that many adults still take. But I'm very pleased to say that I've seen almost an inclusive style now of parenting and adulting, if you will, where children are in fact being accommodated more in sharing thoughts that may be on their mind.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
The troubling thing, though, as you have correctly pointed out, is that we have a very far way to go. And, you know, it's very important that we recognize that if we continue to shroud children, you know, in this realm where they're seen but not heard, we find that sometimes there are things that are happening to them and they are so concerned about whether people will believe them if they say anything, whether they'll be shut down, whether they'll be responded to with any amount of, you know, dismissal as to, you know, their feelings and emotions. And so a lot of times children hold back and do not share. And that is one of the greatest problems, because what is true is that children who do not share suffer in silence. When they're suffering in silence, it means that the problems are becoming compounded. And it also means that if there is any violation that's being perpetrated against them, that violator has behaved of silence and can continue that violation. So it's a very important issue.
I guess, you know, listening to you, we have to get to a place where parents, caregivers are taught the difference between or recognizing when a child is speaking out and not saying, "Tap it nice," you know, you be quiet and but teaching the child, okay, this is how you do it. How do you teach them though? Do you teach them by your actions, or do you teach them by sitting them down and saying, it's okay, you know, create a safe space?
Right. It's a combination of both. So we are to use our words to impart to our children exactly what they mean, exactly what we expect of them, and the parameters of the support that they will receive from us. So conversation, and not just a one-off, but consistently reassuring children that this is the kind of safe space that you have with me.
Right.
There is nothing that's off limits that we can't discuss for you to be supported. So that conversation is important.
It's ongoing.
And equally important is yes, and it's ongoing. And equally important is the non-verbal communication, where our actions reinforce what it is we'd like to have happen. So we can't be saying one thing, and then when a situation arises now, we're very dismissive, almost hostile and impatient, or we don't have time to listen. There's a difference between hearing someone speak and truly actively listening and digesting what they're saying so that you can attach meaning to it and provide any intervention that may be necessary. So our actions have to be consistently telling our children that this is not just lip service that we're paying,
right?
But that in fact we're serious about it. What you say matters, and what you share with me gives me that opportunity to help you the best way I can once there's the need for that intervention and support.
Right. What are some of the signs, and patterns that parents can look for that would say this child might be a victim of abuse or some other social issue?
Okay, so the best way to kind of, note a red flag is by having very intimate knowledge of your child. What's your particular child like? What makes him or her tick? And what is normal behavior? So if, for example, your child is usually very playful and easygoing and so on, and you notice that there's a change and that child now becomes very somber and almost withdrawn, and less talkative, and that's on a consistent basis, not just a mood change where one day they don't feel well and they're doing that. But if you notice that this change is now becoming the persona of your child, that's a red flag. The flip is also true. If you have a child who's usually very shy, not very talkative, kind of bashful and more on the quiet side, and all of a sudden that child becomes very extroverted and very vocal and precocious and so on, it may be an indication that there is something that is triggering that behavior.
Right.
And you can look for other things, fall off in grades at school, talking back to teachers, being resistant to parents, not wanting to participate in family activities, and perhaps even developing a certain kind of resistance to a particular family member or a visitor who frequents the home. You may notice a change in, the child's attitude or certain things that the child may say. These are all signs that you may need to investigate deeper. It may not be, that something is happening, but it's certainly something that warrants that kind of deeper questioning to see if there is something that you need to step up.
Wow. A lot of work. There should be a school for parents. All right. Last year, statistics from the National Child's Registry reported that there have been fewer reports of abuse recorded during COVID-19 when compared to prior years. How come? Why? When even with all that was happening, we were hearing that there was an increase.
So that is a natural phenomenon. Whenever there is any disruption in normalcy, whether it's a public health issue, whether it's a time of war, whether it's a time of famine or a natural disaster, over the years, historically, there is a disruption in routine numbers and reporting.
Okay.
And the reason is people by their very nature are caught up with the immediacy of the crisis that has diverted their attention. So you will remember that when the COVID-19 pandemic hit Jamaica in March of 2020, everybody was concerned about, will I get it?
Yes.
Should I get the vaccine?
So
Are vaccines going to be available?
Now
Should I not get the vaccine? What is happening with my relatives? How can I travel? I'm stuck. I want to come home. Remember, we had persons who work on cruise ships who were at sea for weeks and couldn't get home. They had children. The issue of people losing jobs. not being able to hustle, not being able to earn. And so when people are preoccupied with surviving, it means that the routine calls that they would make if they see something kind of get sidelined because people are preoccupied with the business of surviving and riding out this crisis and just ensuring that they come out on the other end of it alive. So this would have contributed to the fall off in the call. So it doesn't mean that the instances weren't happening. It doesn't mean that violations weren't taking place and the children didn't have needs.
Right.
It just means that the good Samaritans who would normally make the report were preoccupied and were not using the reporting mechanism as they would normally have done.
Right. Wow. How then can parents seek counseling for a child who would have experienced trauma and even for themselves?
Right. So I'm so happy you asked this question, especially on today, because today marks 1 year and it's a day of celebration for the National Child and Teen Helpline, which provides free 24-hour counseling support 7 days per week, 365 days per year for all persons in Jamaica who are defined as children. So anyone under 18 years can call free of cost, no credit needed, whether calling from digital or flow, 888 Safe Spot, which translates to 888-723-3776, and they will be immediately connected with a counselor who is there to provide direct support to them when they need it. 2 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night, we are there. You can also, if you can't speak, because we know sometimes children live in very close quarters or are embarrassed about the situation and can't put it into words and so they prefer to text. And to facilitate that, we also have a WhatsApp number, and that is 876-439-5199. That's the that's the WhatsApp number, sorry. And then there is also our presence on other social media platforms. We are on Instagram, we are on Snapchat, we have our own big channel for Safe Spot, thanks to Digicel, and our handle on all those platforms is at SafeSpotJA. And today we launched our website, and that is safespotja.com. And there is a live widget, which once you click on it, it immediately connects you children to a counselor. So there is immediate help and support that we encourage you to take advantage of. For the parents, there is support through the National Parenting Support Commission that's operated out of the Ministry of Education and Youth. And I encourage parents to utilize that service, because even if the National Parenting Support Commission can't give you, long-scale counseling, what's very important is that they have a community-based response system with parenting mentors in different communities that you can almost get a buddy system to help you, if you will, through challenges that you may be having as a parent. So we're a far way to go in terms of getting it perfect, but there are some little services that are making big impacts that I encourage persons to take advantage of.
Good stuff. Good stuff. You have a lot of work to do, and you have to have the heart to do it. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Each child is different and would require specific disciplinary action based on their individuality. Like the young man in the video that's going viral, talking to the teacher. But I was saying just today or maybe yesterday that he needs help. It's very telling that he saw that somewhere.
Yes. I don't want to discuss that one too much because it's a case that we have responded to and we continue to respond to it on the ground in terms of interfacing with the teacher involved, the school administration.
But generally
and in fact,
speaking,
the parent and the child.
Right.
But I agree with you, help is needed.
Yes.
And, sometimes when we see a behavior pattern on display, it really is a trigger for us to question the underlying push factors.
Right.
What is causing this, and how can we intervene and cauterize those causal links to ensure that we correct the behavior and support the underlying issue that was pushing it in the first
in the
place.
first, right?
So yes,
No matter where it came from.
right.
So whether for this case or
Absolutely.
others, generally speaking, the point I want to bring across with you, so nicely put, this is what you do, it's your job, that sometimes we see some things and we react to it as parents or caregivers, and it's saying that something else is wrong somewhere else. So don't just say, oh, the picnic and the manners, or what's happening. Ask the questions.
Yes.
How can parents learn to implement proper disciplinary action based on the various individualities?
Oh, that's a big question. You know, parenting is the hardest job I think anybody will ever have. We don't normally see it as a job. Some people see it as, oh, I'm a mother or I'm a father, and then my job is an accountant, a cashier, you know, a marketing manager, and so on. But parenting, once you have children, is really your first job and your most important job.
Yeah.
So in the same way that we, you know, set parameters for ourselves at work and targets and so on, it's the same way that as parents, we need to start introspecting almost on a daily or weekly basis. How did I do today? Is there anything that's happening between my child and myself that requires some work on my child's part and on my part? How can I help my child, because my child is a minor and doesn't know everything, to work on the part that he or she needs to work on?
Right.
And at the same time, have I done something that I could have done a little bit better?
Yes.
And so it's not a static kind of, I'm a parent and this is the way we're going. It's always a process of discovery. It's a process of learning together. And it's a process of being vulnerable together. You know, I have known parents who, for example, have never really liked the beating, corporal punishment thing. But because it's what we know in Jamaica, sometimes when the child does something that really is quite frustrating, you know, they lash out and they slap.
Yes.
And I've seen parents struggle
it's frustration
with that.
too.
Yes. And over time, they say to their child, help me to hold myself accountable. Every time I hit you, I want you to articulate how that makes you feel.
Ooh.
Right? Not in a not rude, not over the top, not in a disrespectful way, but let's have a conversation. I did that.
Yes.
How did that impact you? And sometimes when you hear it often enough, it's not something that turns off right away, but with time you can de-escalate because you become more conscious of how you are negatively perhaps impacting that relationship with your child.
Wow.
You know, so it's for me, it's not a one size kind of, you know, silver bullet, you know, and even as with your child, it changes. Your relationship goes through phases. It changes depending on what's happening. So it's being open to that dynamism of that relationship and ensuring that you go to it with an open heart, because most parents mean their children very well, you know, and want to do right. So even where we see very extreme acts, it's coming from a place of, I want better for him or I want better for her. I don't want her to go down a particular path.
Well,
so it's about recognizing the openness and also being open to exploring new ways based on information that exists, you know, about different things we can use. You can use the merit-based system. If you do X, you know that you don't get Y for a week.
So we don't have to use the belt nor the machete.
No, I don't think so. No,
right.
Definitely not the machete.
Thank you so much.
Definitely not.
Thank you so much, Dan. Again, we're looking forward to having you on Tuesday evening inside the forum. Dan Gordon. I beg your pardon, Wednesday. Thank you, Shivani. I keep saying Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
Right.
Wednesday.
I'm sure I've got the appropriate reminder. Not tomorrow. I will be there.
Wednesday at 8 o'clock inside the forum. Diane Gordon Harrison, the Children Advocate of Jamaica. Continue the great job that you're doing.
Thank you, and to you too.
Blessings. All right, that's a wrap for our discussion for today. Our upcoming events. That comes next. You're tuned to Engage, your drive time entertainment and lifestyle choice on Love 101, the family station. Back in a moment. Something sweet is coming. Something worth the wait. something that's gonna be great, something that can only keep one time of the year. I just absolutely, specifically, wonderfully, automatically, Sunshine Ali loves summer. Woohoo! Look out! Here we come! I love summer!
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
It's time for our upcoming events. You are invited to Pancakes and Prayers. I like that. And I do like pancakes, even though I'm not supposed to. Anyway, the prayer breakfast on Saturday, May 28, 8 a.m., Jamaica Stock Exchange Auditorium, 38A Harbor Street in Kingston, $1,800 per person. And yeah, look out for that. That's May 28. Mozart presents an evening of musical excellence. Performers include Freddie McGregor, Rondell Positive, and many more. It's Saturday, May 28th at 6 p.m., Heritage Park, the Michael University. All right. And live audience, 4,000 online, $30 US. Okay, so our upcoming event segment is sponsored, and here's how you get on it. Just get your event listed on SpurOpen.com. And it's a Jamaican online platform designed to simplify online payments for charities, churches, event organizers, and micro business owners. To register your event, go to SpurOpen.com. That's SPURR open.com/events. Then click the button that says Get Started Now. Registration is free, and your event doesn't have to be a paid event. Stay with us. Your world of music is coming up next.
The Workers' Week and Labor Day National Thanksgiving Church Service will be held on Sunday, May 22 at 10 a.m. at the Emmanuel Apostolic Church, 12A Slive Road in Kingston. The theme for Workers' Week, Monday, May 18 to May 23, and Labor Day, Monday, May 23, is Reigniting a Nation for Greatness, Protect Our Heritage and Environment, with the mission to make Jamaica crisp and clean. The service will have messages from heads of government, representatives from the various umbrella group of churches, and others. The host pastor is Bishop Everton Thomas, and the speaker will be Reverend Omar Morrison, JP, pastor of the Missionary Church Association of Jamaica, representing the Jamaica Evangelical Alliance. Join us for a delayed start for the service at 11 a.m. on radio and social media platforms. The service for the Waltham Park New Testament Church of God will be aired immediately after, and the Children's Bible Club will be aired at 9:30 a.m. Through the Bible with Love, brought to you by the Open Bible Standard Churches of Jamaica, will be aired at 2 p.m. It's the Workers' Week and Labor Day National Thanksgiving Church Service, Sunday, May 22. Listen for the delayed start at 11 a.m. on the family station, Love 101.
Here is a reminder from Love 101, the family station, as we face the COVID-19 pandemic. Be kind to address stigma during this pandemic. Share the latest facts and avoid exaggerating stories. Show solidarity with affected persons and tell the stories of persons who have experienced the virus. I am Kimberly Levy from Love 101, reminding you to protect yourself while protecting others. Stay safe and keep it locked on Love 101, the family station.
inside your world of music, artist, musician, producer, a man who believes that God works for our good in all things, no matter the circumstances, a man who needs no other guard but the guide and protection from God, or the guidance. I'm speaking of no other than Sherwayne, gospel artist who recently released the controversial song White Collar Crime. Mr. Sir, how do you do?
I'm doing well, I'm doing well.
Okay, I can hardly hear you, so come a little closer.
I'm doing well,
Yes.
I'm doing well.
Nice. Okay, so yes. So you were accepted into the GDS, and 5 minutes after you were called by your pastor to join the ministry. What?
Yes.
How did
Yes,
that work out? Yeah, how did it work out?
In all honesty, it was just a move of God, you know. I wanted to join the military so badly. Me, my neighbor, and the drummer for the church. The both of them are in the military right now. And I got the call that come in on Monday, and just after that, my pastor called and said the Holy Spirit said you need to go to Bible college to be equipped for the ministry, because the Lord has called it to serve his people in the capacity of a pastor. So I prayed about it, told my friend about it, and he said, boy, better you do God's will, you know, better you do God's will, you know, and it just worked out that way. I went to
When was that?
This was in 2012.
So what did you go and tell the DDF, sir? I thank you very much for accepting me, but God called me.
Well, that's what I said, you know, because
Auntie Colleen.
it was a sergeant who was assisting us, you know, bringing us through what we need to do to, you know, to get there. So even though, you know, when you see how God has really called me and put me in the position that I am, whenever I'm seeing him always, I say, boy, indeed you choose the right path, because I work a line of work, yeah, take you away from your family and put you in the army. Yeah, I'm like when I'm seeing a Agwan in my life. So
yeah,
at the time he was disappointed, but now he really sees
yes, you're seeing, yes. Yeah. What were some of the challenges that you faced during that period?
While studying?
No, during the whole period of going, you know, accepting the call, and you see your friends over there, them turn soldier and all of this, and you're accepting the call, you're in ministry. Were you facing any challenge?
Yes, man. Face a lot of challenge, man. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, because the Christ sometimes, you know, in order for God to bring you where, you know, he wants you, sometimes he'll bring you through a period or a season of solitude whereby you're alone. So he can expose himself to and expose his purpose there. So that's one of the things that really affected me a lot, you know, the solitude moment. It played on me psychologically. But, you know, through it all, you know, God really and truly showed me what I need to do, and I, you know, applied myself to the task, and I'm here serving.
So what capacity are you serving in the church, and what inspired you to become a gospel artist? So you're a minister in the church, a speaker, a reverend, or what?
So I'm senior pastor of my church in well, it's a conference, a denomination, Church of the United Brethren in Christ. I serve in Trelawney there.
You're the senior pastor of the Church of the River?
Yes, man, in Trelawney. All side, wait a bit, Trelawney.
And me must call you Sherwayne, no Reverend Bishop, Dr. Sir.
That's pastor is all right, but pastor is all right.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome! And so when then did the gospel artist part come?
Well, the music aspect of it was there all along. You know? It was there all along. That's it. I was just starting music, and when I got saved, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it for the Lord. I wanted to be just an artist only. I reached out to a producer at the time. You know, he was a top producer in the gospel industry, and I reached out to him. He never accepted me, give me a fat no. At one point himself, but at home, even if he a bunch of key. So that kind of really broke the spirit. I was even telling the church on Tuesday night about this testimony that that no really hurt me, but it was one of the best things that could have ever been said to me, because it pushed me to develop my craft. You know, someone that take it and say, oh, you know, rate me or cuss and get bitter and just give up. You know, I learned how to sing, I learned how to DJ, I learned how to compose my own instrumental, I learned how to mix everything as it relates to music production.
Wow, that's amazing. And you're inspired by, is it Sean, who's Jeremy Edwards and who? I'm hearing a noise. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Yes, I'm hearing a scuffle as well.
Like a shuffling or something.
Yes, a crackling.
Okay, well, if it continues, then we'll just plead the blood. Anyway, Jeremy Edwards and who else?
Sean Lifer.
Sean Lifer. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And you had a bad experience with a producer during your first recording. That's what you were saying, that he was giving you the keys. So you're on key now?
Definitely, man.
I hope so. Why did you decide to do gospel on a dance hall rhythm instead of conventional gospel, Pastor?
It was the same Sean Life. For some reason, when I got saved, songs that I was hearing, you know, it
was what would I do?
Like the Jeremy Edwards and the Kevin Dunn and those overseas music, they get you in a state of just worshiping God. But I also understand that it's much more than worshiping, you know what I mean, God, giving praise rather, because worship is a lifestyle. The Christian comes with a lifestyle, and one of the things I love about Sean Life, I could understand. I heard, like, I can see myself in him. You see, it's about his struggle, because the Christian lifestyle comes with a whole lot of struggle. You see, it's about loving his wife, you know.
Yeah.
It just gives me a better understanding of what I am called to do as a Christian, not just get up every day, hallelujah, hallelujah. And nothing is wrong with that. But also when living, you know what I mean? Like, he has a song by Sweater My Bro, you know what I mean? We tell you about work, you know what I mean? A lot of Christians like to sit back down and say, Lord bless me. But the Bible tells you that by the sweat of your brow, you shall bread. So his songs were like, when I'm on the job, especially, and I'm on the go, I'm listening to his song, they are more up tempo. And that time when I go for Jeremy Edwards, or I go for Kevin, or some overseas acts and so forth. So that's one of that's the artist that really drove me. His style, his pattern of music, or he ministered. I said to myself, more and be like the artist, and you know, allowed it for me to meet him. I went overseas, and you know what I mean, and you know, he blessed my ministry.
The rest is history.
He gave me some studio speaker box and said, sure, we go and go to meet you. Well,
the rest is history. Well, let's talk about White Collar. It took you 30 minutes to write it. What's the concept behind the song?
All right, so the as you know, it is the new phenomenon. It's taking over in Jamaica. Everybody, if they not chop the line, they might bang the line, or they might swing on the line like Tarzan. You know, me can't do it as a Christian. So I'm letting the audience know, you know what I mean, not necessarily Christian. This song is not for Christian. You know, it is for persons who are in the world, to let them understand that you don't have to indulge in lottery scamming to live a comfortable life, to have money. You know, you can go take out a loan and buy 2 washing machine and start your own laundromat. You can go buy a stove and start your own cooking. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That is stealing. You know, and as you know, some persons are looking to garden for protection.
I was going to ask you about that. You talked about that. You know, what are you hoping to address? Well, naturally, if it's you sing about it or you preach about it, what's the message you want people to get?
That protection, the true protection. True protection.
There you go.
Tuesday night I was coming from Bible study. This might not make
we're gonna wrap after this. So just
Yeah. I was saying Tuesday night I was coming from Bible study, and I saw an accident, and I said to myself that what could have caused this? And instantly the Lord, you know, revealed to me 2 demonic spirits who was laughing with each other, say that we caused this, and nobody else knows that we caused this.
Wow.
Nobody knows. And the Lord would have me to understand that the spirit, that the prince of the air works in people who are not inside of Christ, you know, persons that are in the world, as it's biblical.
It's important for us to stay covered. As we started, we were talking about the end time and just being ready. And so with that, the only person who can give us the true coverage is God, and we need to stay ready. Thank you so much, Sherwayne, for sharing with us this evening. All the very best.
No
Pastor,
problem.
sorry, Pastor. All right, Bishop,
No
sir.
problem.
All right, well, that's it for Engage, your drive time entertainment and lifestyle choice. Happens every Friday afternoon, 5:30 to 6:30. Tell a friend about the show. Special thanks to Shivani, woohoo, and Tamara Jacobs, woohoo. Have a great weekend. I'm Nadine Blair Calando. Catch you next week, God willing. Ciao for now.
That was totally wicked! This message will self-destruct.
You may now disengage.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness invites members of the public to attend the vaccine